Rapper Cardi B threw down, literally, at a concert Saturday after someone in the audience splashed her with a beverage during her performance. Video from the crowd showing a concert goer flip a cup at Cardi while she performs Bodak Yellow at a club in Las Vegas. The rapper immediately, as you saw right there, throwing her microphone into the crowd, visibly upset as security guards swarmed the stage and jumping into the crowd. It's the latest in an alarming trend where performing artists become the target of objects thrown at them while on stage. Some singers, including Kelsea Ballerini and Harry Styles, suffered eye injuries as a result.
John Drury is a social psychology professor at the University of Sussex, and he is with us now from Brighton, England. Good morning, sir. It is a very disturbing trend, I have to say. What's behind this, and what are some of the possible explanations for fans just misbehaving in this way?
Well, people have been talking about changes in audience behaviour since events reopened in 2021. And it's not just live music events. People have been saying the same thing about sports, about theatre, about live comedy. And they've been describing fans throwing items on stage, but also other apparently new behaviours such as rudeness, aggression, people pushing, trying to get in, and so on. When you speak to fans themselves, you get a much more mixed picture of this. I mean, it's quite clear from people within the industry, so people who work in the music industry say this has been a trend for 2 years. Fans themselves sometimes describe not noticing any audience changes in audience behaviour, or they say that it was slightly different when they reopened in 2021 and now it's gone back to normal. So it actually depends who you talk to whether or not this is actually a trend.
And how can this type of behavior be stopped? I mean, what are the dynamics at play?
Well, in terms of explanations, one of the explanations is that people have different expectations now, or at least some people do. They are a bit more individualized. They don't have a sense of being part of a larger group or a collectivity, and they are just interested in their own personal gratification. I haven't seen any direct tests of this explanation or other explanations, but what we have noticed from our own research is that these incidents are much less likely to occur at those smaller events where fans say there was a small, intimate crowd where everybody was there for the same reason, as opposed to the large stadium events with large stars. I mean, it's noticeable that the events you talked about and the events that have been in the news involve very famous stars where there might be an element of people trying to raise their own social media profile. And it's important to point out too, it is only a small minority of people doing this. It's not large numbers of people.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's quite dangerous. I mean, some of the things are outright bizarre. I believe performer Pink had a bag of somebody's mother's ashes thrown at her. I mean, it's quite disturbing. If you're a performer, what do you do?
I think I agree with you. There is a safety element as well as an element of affecting people's enjoyment. In terms of solutions, I'd say two things. I mean, the fact that you seem to get, you're more likely to get these at certain kinds of events means that perhaps venues and artists can learn from those events where they're happening less often. We know that some festivals work very hard to create a sense of community amongst fans and audiences beforehand, and maybe venues could try and do a bit more to create that sense of community rather than simply position people as individual consumers. The other thing I'd suggest is, I mean, one factor that everybody seems to agree is relevant is that the industry lost a lot of skilled people when live events closed down in 2020. Those skilled people didn't come back. I'm talking about staff, security people who have the diplomatic skills to diffuse situations and deal with people and spot trouble. So I think the other solution is more training for staff in spotting issues and managing trouble.
And fans need to be reminded of concert etiquette. John Drury, thank you so much.